Hello everyone, I'm Jared Ainsworth, and in this video I'd like to talk about organizer bins, also known as sorters. There are a lot of great versions out there, but I've been a big fan of these Stanley brand sorters for a long time. Harbor Freight also makes a very similar version, but as can be expected from Harbor Freight, they're not really the same quality. I find that the bottom tends to bow out a lot if you put heavy hardware in them, and I also like that the Stanley ones have a completely clear lid, where the Harbor Freight lid is a little bit opaque. So I've been using these for years. I really like them. I've always left them stacked on my wire rack, kind of like this. And then once my stack started to get too tall and it was a pain in the butt to shuffle things around to get them in and out, then I spent a lot of time building wooden racks that were similar to these. There are plenty of great rack designs online if you want to build your own wooden rack. Adam Savage even has a great walkthrough video for building the design that I personally prefer to use. That's on his Tested YouTube channel if you want to check it out and build your own. But the big complaints that I've always had about the wooden racks is, one, they take a long time to build, and then two, they end up being really heavy. But now there's a better solution. These awesome metal racks are now for sale on Amazon from Zilker Home. They can be assembled in about 15 minutes with the help of an electric screwdriver. They're made out of a strong, lightweight aluminum, and they have a great anodized finish on them, so they look fantastic. They hold 24 of these short sorters, or a dozen of the deep ones, and then they also have a half rack version which holds half as many. The half rack is nice because you can mount that on the wall above your work area, so you can have easy access to any of the material that you like to use regularly. You can also do like I did at work, where we had a tall one already and then we mounted a short one above that to make a really tall rack, and that was just tall enough that it cleared our 8-foot ceilings with just by a couple inches, so that worked out really great. These guys are designed so you can easily rearrange stuff. You can move around the deep ones and the shallow ones, and you stick them in whatever positions you want. They don't interfere with each other, so rearrange however you want. If you don't have enough sorter boxes to fill out your entire rack, you can easily cut a shelf like this to use some of your extra space to add a little bit more storage area. I also like to add a shelf on the top of the rack. You can see there's a bar that goes across the top, and those are just big enough for a 1-inch conduit clamp, so you can attach that to the shelf and make it nice and sturdy. The one issue that I've always had with the Stanley bins that's always frustrated me is they only come with a set of cups, and I always find that I need more of the small cups, especially for like my hardware bins. Those are pretty much all small cups. I also found that I need some odd sizes that they don't carry, like for my resistors here. This is just 1 deep and then 3 wide, which is just a size they don't make. So to solve both of those problems, I designed some cups that I can just print out on my 3D printer. I did a whole bunch of different non-standard sizes with and without dividers. I even got some really long ones. My cups are also stackable, which is a nice feature that the stock ones are not stackable. So that's nice when you got a whole bunch, building up on your work area. I did versions for the Stanley ones that I like to use, and then I also did versions for the Harbor Freight boxes. Be aware though, Harbor Freight did change their vendor sometime in the last year, and the new vendor, the cups are a couple of millimeters deeper, so they're not interchangeable with the old ones and the new ones. I did upload designs for both of those. So I put all my stuff up on Thingiverse along with my SolidWorks source files, so anybody can tweak them and change them as needed. I know not everybody has access to SolidWorks, so I also uploaded step files, which are a lot easier to work with than STL files if you need to make modifications. I'm also happy to add any configurations that anybody wants, so if you need something that's not up there and you don't know how to do it yourself, just shoot me a message on Thingiverse or drop me a comment here on YouTube, and I can upload some different designs for you. If you don't have access to a 3D printer, then there are a number of online printing services out there. In addition, there are also some sellers on Etsy that are already selling similar cups for these same sorters, so you can buy them from them. I'll be sure to add links below for my cups on Thingiverse, as well as the metal racks from Zilker Home and the Stanley and Harbor Freight bins and all that stuff on Amazon. I'll try to find some of the Etsy sellers and add links for those as well. I think that's pretty much it, so I hope you got some useful information, and thank you for watching.